Size on my eye, I can feel the money. I got some young for money. You ever felt the zombie? I done went bad. Ever since I got checks, I don't run and get mad as how I react. It's been 40 flat. Don't wear my get part of the
Onyxter Asia shared your stream. Salamat sa pag-share, please paki-follow at like na din.
I've been rolling around top of the woozy, tryna ride on my side, I get choosy. I don't know what I'm doing. Ain't easy, hopping at the guinea. All my wishes came true like a genie. All my money coming blue when they print it. All set, you in the Senate. See you in a minute. I see you with a million in a rolls, just rent it. Try to try me like I was a gimmick. Now I got a number one, now they hit me. Number one. You heard that? Then I had to take a bow. I was going down the wrong path. I'm humble with the money and I don't cry. Give me the game, I'ma grab it. Stock up my pants in the cabinet. Dripping too clean like a napkin. She was on a money to the racks, so I laugh them. Don't give them the formula. Nah, I'm from the jungle, I'm an animal. They scandalous. I commanded them. I'm from the bando, my daddy had abandoned me. Bando. Mama tried to cover up and bandage me. I'm the first one to lead a whole legacy. Going down, it's been going.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Washington Wizards. So Indiana wins the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Miller. Foster is out there with O'Neal. And it's Tinsley in at the 1.
His defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Down low. O'Neal kicks to Artest. Miller outside. They grabbed their own miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Artest against Hughes. Back to Jordan. Lets it go from the wing. And Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Artest. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him.
Hey, supply.
Now here is Miller. And Artest with the basket on the assist from Miller.
Yeah, that's a
Hey.
good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Hey.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Leitner the pass to Jordan. Over Artest. Jordan's shot is off. Miller with a wide open look. Here's Artest. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Hughes the pass to Leitner. Wizards passing it around. Hughes good.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that
Assist.
attention
Assist yan,
defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Assist. Yeah.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Middle.
Hughes the pass to Jordan. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Great rim
Kumana.
protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
There's the pass to Foster.
Lumalas.
Trying to get open is Miller. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Washington trailing. Outside Jordan. Pass to Haywood. Dishes to Stackhouse. Knocks it loose. Outside Artest. Buries it from three-point range. Artest's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Stackhouse. Left side Jordan. Leitner. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh my
Pacers leading by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And it's Washington's ball. Here's Stackhouse. Pass to Jordan. Over Miller. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. So it's the Pacers now. 13 feet away. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Lou, he's checked in for Washington. And a change for the Pacers. Harrington's checked in. 1:52 left in the first. Passes to Leitner. Back to Jordan. Kicks to Stackhouse. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He said as long as they move the ball and don't take bad shots, their offense could carry them tonight. He told me we have guys who can fill it up. As long as we keep the defense guessing, I think we'll have a chance to score. Kevin?
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
I think obviously they're hoping to establish the pace early. They're so much more efficient when they're able to get to their tempo game.
Here's Lou. Jermaine O'Neal making his last shot. Left side Jordan. And good that time.
And as much as he's done to increase the range on his jump shot, this is where Jordan's bread is buttered, that mid-range game.
Here's Tinsley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. O'Neal dishes to Tinsley. Haywood with the block.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shots good by Miller.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The pass to Stackhouse. Here's Lou, covered by Miller. Out to the right wing. Jordan against Artest. Pass to Leitner. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Tinsley. And he drops in the layup off the goal.
Yeah.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Michael Jordan. Brown out there with Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Lou in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Stackhouse, following the score by Indiana. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Anderson outside, a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Anderson against Jordan. Off target on the 15-footer. Pacers leading by 14. Johnson finds Anderson. Inside. And Harrington with the basket on the assist by Anderson. Harrington's got his first 2 points. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Jordan has it in the corner. Jeffries inside. He's guarded by Harrington. Jeffries, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Anderson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Russell, he's checked in for Jordan. That free throw good from Anderson. Washington with the ball, trailing by 17. That's tipped. Pass to Lou. To the inside. Jeffries. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pacers leading by 16. Here's Artest. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
O'Neal comes with the double team. Stolen by O'Neal. Anderson with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Artest. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Artest's got 11 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And so it's Washington with it. Russell looking it over. Passes it to Lou. Now Stackhouse fires for three. And another miss by Washington. Here's Indiana. They're on a 14-5 run. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Stolen by Artest. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Miller's checked in for Johnson. Here's Anderson. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And there's the pass to Miller. From the arc, it drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A minute 50 left in the second quarter. And Jordan gets it to go.
And the perils of trying to defend Jordan. Athletic enough to get anywhere he wants to go, and then tough enough to take the hit and finish.
And now in transition is Stackhouse. Here we go. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Anderson outside. Miller outside. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
To the paint, stolen by O'Neal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Miller's got the ball.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think, Greg, this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
The shot's good from Jordan.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Indiana leading by 23. Anderson passes to Artest. Anderson outside. Here's the 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Misses the 3. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Hughes, the pass to Stackhouse. Stolen by Anderson. Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. And so it's Indiana. Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
The
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers. Anderson is out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then there's Foster. Then it's Miller. And it's Tinsley in at the point guard position. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Jordan. 6 points for him. To the middle. It's tipped. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And here we go.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now Tinsley. The kick out to Anderson. A three-pointer off the mark.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Tinsley pass to O'Neal. Miller with the ball. Pass to Anderson to the inside. Shot by Tinsley, no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
The shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
There's Miller with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Miller's got 10 points.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
So the wing on the left. Laettner the pass to Jordan. Over Anderson. The 9-footer's on the mark. And it's 8 points for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Miller outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. That misses off the backboard. Tinsley's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Jordan, the pass to Leitner. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Pacers leading by 21. And Anderson has it in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. And the first one at the line is good. The Pacers making a switch here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Washington with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Lou, defended by Anderson. Brown, it's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And Washington making a change here. Jordan's checked in, and Indiana with a change here too. Johnson, he's checked in for Anderson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
For Washington, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. There's the steal. Fast break, here they come. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Johnson, and Jerry Stackhouse picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Indiana again, turning it over. Wizards trail by 20. Here's Lou, still looking for his first bucket in this one. So it's the Wizards now. Now Stackhouse, 10 points for him. Here's Jordan, sinks the 15-footer. Jordan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers leading by 18. Johnson kicks to Harrington. Cloak loose, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. .144 left in the third quarter of the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:41 left to play here in the third. It's Brown on the wing. The dish to Jordan. Down low, here's Leitner. Off target with the open look. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Johnson's got 6. A difficult situation for Washington. Jordan, the pass to Leitner, and he gets the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here are the Pacers now. Pass to Harrington. Outside Artest. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Brown. And the Wizards with possession. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Stackhouse, and the shot goes in. Stackhouse has got 8 points in the quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Now, here is Artest, covered by Stackhouse. Here's Johnson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That's good from Johnson. So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Jordan, the pass to Jeffries. Inside, Brown lays it up off the glass.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Outside Artest. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Brown, G out there with Michael Jordan, and it's Jeffries in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Jordan. That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson, the pass to Artest. Here's Foster. Johnson outside. No good on the triple. To the paint. It's picked off. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Harrington. From downtown. A shot by Johnson, no good. Wizards trailed by 18. Jordan inside. Harrington's there. Count it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Indiana. Artest kicks to Harrington. Indiana moving the ball around. Dishes to Johnson. Crozier guarded by Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. And Artest with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Washington. They trail by 18. The pass to Jeffries. Michael Jordan on the wing. And that one drops for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Larry Hughes is checked in for Washington. Pacers leading by 16. Miller outside. From outside off the mark. And so it's Washington with it. Here's Jordan. And it's Foster with rebound. Pass to Artest. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Miller with the ball. Pass to Tinsley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Wizards trail by 18. Here's Lou. Back to Jordan. Passes it to Hughes. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And here is O'Neal. He kicks it to Tinsley. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And the Pacers lead by 20.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now here's Jordan. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Jordan. The pass to Hughes. The Wizards with another miss. Pacers leading by 20. Now Tinsley. Pass to O'Neal. Fade away. That one falls off Tinsley's feet. Tinsley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Pass to Jeffries. Right side, Thomas. No good. Shot missing. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Johnson outside. To the inside. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson. Jones has got his first points in this one. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Dixon passes to Russell. Passes it to Thomas. And it's blocked, but he gets it back. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. And that one misses. Jones checked in for the Pacers. And the second free throw, good.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Now here's Johnson. And the pass to Jones. Takes it off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Dixon passes to Jeffries. Here's Cardinal. And it's off the back rim. No good. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Johnson finds Jones. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Johnson attacking. Nice D from Russell. Right side, Thomas. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline. Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Washington Wizards facing the Indiana Pacers. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And now Washington's starting group. Larry Hughes is out there with Jerry Stackhouse. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Leitner in at the 4 spot. Miller with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now the pass to Hughes.
Foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
And stolen by Jordan.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
Pass to Haywood. Outside Jordan. Over Jackson. The shot by Jordan, no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that. Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now here's Jackson, covered by Stackhouse. Miller, no up. Here's Hughes. Pass to Haywood. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of this game. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Smits passes to Jackson. And it's Leitner with the rebound. And it's Washington's ball. It's Jordan on the wing. Buries it down low.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
On defense, Washington. 4-point game. Davis kicks to Jackson. It's blocked.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and Jerry Stackhouse picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rose against Hughes. There's Jackson with the three. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with the Pacers head coach. He said he's happy with his team's play offensively. He said it's all coming together. The ball movement has been exceptional. And when they're cutting and fighting to get open, it's just great basketball to coach and to watch. Well, we'll see if they can keep having fun out there tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, DA. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
Yeah, and shot selection will be of the utmost importance. Now, look, you got to stay patient, explore your options within the flow of the offense.
Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Pacers trail by 6. And Rose wide open. He shoots. No good again that time. And it's Washington's ball. Inside. Haywood, no good. Miller, that's for 2, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that for their next trip.
And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. pass to Jordan. The Wizards working the ball around now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Indiana, trailing by 4. Here's Stackhouse, guarded by Jackson.
That's his 2nd foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for Lou. He's checked in for Washington. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Miller. Here's Smits. The kick out to Rose. Passes it to Best. 5 to shoot. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Leitner the pass to Jordan. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Rose penetrating. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Kept alive. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the contest. Outside Jordan. Count it, good. Jordan's got 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Best passes to Davis. Outside Rose. Back to Davis. The pass to Best. There's the 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Jordan to the middle. Haywood. And slam dunk by Haywood.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Miller with a wide open look. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Stackhouse. Here's Jordan. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Miller outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 9 points in the game so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Jordan. Pacers with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent it.
He is feeling it from 3-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace. Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Indiana Pacers. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Pippen. Rodman is out there with Longley. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Jordan with the bucket.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now here's Rose. A 3. It's hauled in by Pippen. Here's Chicago. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Pacers head coach. He said he knows it's a test. This is one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. He told me we can't shut them down. That's unrealistic. But if we stick to our principles, if we communicate with each other and take away the easy things, we'll give ourselves a good chance. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thanks. Well, considering the offensive weapons they're facing, GA, it's understandable that they're concerned.
Yeah, you don't expect to stop that offense altogether, but you hope that you can get enough stops to compete.
Well, have they prepared, number one, and then can they communicate the keys in this game? Everyone needs to be on that same page.
Now here's Jordan. Right side Harper. And again, Chicago turns it over.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here's Jackson. Miller outside. Pippen with the steal. Here's Harper. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Right. Jackson finds Davis. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Outside Harper. Outside Jordan. It's deflected. It's stolen by Rose. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Miller with the ball. Miller's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Harper dishes to Jordan. It's blocked. Miller with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Now Harper. Shot clock at 5. Outside Jordan. And it falls over the rim and in.
And just beautiful form on MJ's jumper. A part of the game he polishes more and more every year.
Miller, the pass to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Davis. And that one, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jackson against Harper. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the pass to Rodman. Up in for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Jordan against Miller. Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. inside. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And so Jordan nails both of them. 1:37 left to play in the first. Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Smits passes to Davis.
And the thing about Robin, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. There's Miller with the 3. Rose looking around. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Here's Smits. Rodman covering. And it's good for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
To the inside. Passes to Harper. Pippen kicks to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Longley. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Indiana leading. Here's Best. Seven seconds left here in the opening quarter. Miller, that's for 2. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
From deep, Jordan, what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Miller, and it's Smits in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Best. Floats one. The shot will not fall. Up top, Kukoc, covered by Perkins.
Yeah, and what you love about Coach, the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Indiana trailing here. Here's Best. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shots good by Miller. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Jordan against Miller. Now here's Kukoc. Defense is right there. And Indiana making a change here. Harrington's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Miller. Here's Best. Harrington down low. Covered by Longley.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. That one falls for Harrington. And both free throws good for Harrington. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Jordan. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. He's all alone. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that. Guard position. Jordan can do it in help defense or on the ball.
Here's Best.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Best passes to Perkins. Crozier covered by Longley. Knocked away. There's the pass to Best. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Good on the triple. And the Pacers lead by 4.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And a fast break now for the Pacers. And it's blocked by Jordan. Pulls up. Again, Indiana. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Crozier. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot. And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Perkins. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Near the three-point line, it's Harrington. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Rose, he's checked in for Miller. The Bulls making a switch here. And so he hits both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pippen, the pass to Rodman. Back to Pippen. He kicks to Rodman. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Outside Jordan. Harrington against Rodman. Pippen. And that time also. a missed shot.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Here's Harper. It's Pippen on the wing. Outside for Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That one is off. And he sinks the second. Indiana leading by 11. Mullen for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The drive by Jordan. Here's Harper. Great D that time from Davis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
No good from Perkins.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
That just happened.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Here's Mullen. .54 seconds left now here in the second.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Bulls trailed by 11. Outside Pippen. Back to Jordan. Over Rose. Jordan can't get that one to fall. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on an 18-5 run. The 15-footer, and the shot goes down. Mullen's got the lead up to 13 now for Indiana.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Jordan. Can't hit from in close. 1 second left. No good.
Oh, awesome defense. Rodman moving his feet, incredibly strong for his size, and just does a great job of getting into the head of the opponent.
And so that's the end of the first half. Indiana out in front as they wrap up the second quarter on a 20-5 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling. Like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So for Chicago right now, Harper is out there with Michael Jordan, and it's Dennis Rodman. Then there's Longley, and it's Pippen in at the small forward. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Here's Pippen. Good, nice job down low. Pippen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. And so here is Indiana. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Smits. Miller surveying the floor. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Longley. Longley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rodman passes to Longley. Pippen with it. Guarded by Jackson. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes. 16 points for Michael.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and Smits, such a talented offensive player. Whether he's operating in the low block or facing up from mid-range, he creates problems for the defense.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Harper dishes to Pippen. Harper up top. Baseline jumper. Good D by Miller.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Pass to Smits. Left side, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Harper against Jackson. Rodman kicks to Harper. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Good on the bucket. Pippen's got 9 points.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shots good by Miller.
And how about the attitude of Jackson? Just an extraordinary passer who knows how to orchestrate a team.
Jordan and Davis sends it back. Jackson looking around. Offensive rebound. Bulls trail by 10. Outside Harper. Dishes it to Pippen. The pass to Longley. Outside Rodman to the paint and stolen by Miller. And Indiana making a change here. Harrington's checked in. Now here's Jackson. High arcing shot. That one no good. Good work defensively by Rodman. Here's Pippen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good from Pippen. And both free throws good for Pippen. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. That one a little long.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Pippen, 11 points in the game. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. And the wide open shot from Rose. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. Brown the pass to Rodman. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. And it's Miller with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Stolen by Jackson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pippen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Indiana making a change here. 1:29 left in the third quarter. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Off the inbound and slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And the Pacers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And so it's Indiana with it after the Bulls pick up 2. Bangs home the trifecta. Miller's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Rodman.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Best's shot is good.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Jordan kicks to Harper. Outside, Rodman. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come. 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Best. Tipped away. A finish. And so it's the Indiana Pacers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Perkins, and it's Mullen in at the 2 guard. That's the Pacers' 5. Good work defensively by Rodman.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done.
Passes it to Jordan. For 3, Pippen. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Inside, it's stolen by Rodman. Outside, Jordan. Takes the 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0. Here in the second.
Davis is checked in for the Pacers. Pass to Mullen and stolen by Jordan. Jacks up a three, drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 24.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Crozier covered by Longley. There's the triple. It's good from long range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Harper. Right side, Pippen. From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Here's Mullen. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Pippen for the three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Pippen's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Best, covered by Longley. They get it back. Bulls trail by 7. The pass to Harper. The tray. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
And the Pacers call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but you can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Here's Harper following the score by Indiana. Outside Pippen. Back to Harper. Pass to Rodman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pippen with the bucket.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Now here's Jackson. Left side Rose to the inside. It's stolen by Rodman. Here's the break to take the lead. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball. Just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. Jackson in the corner. Offline with his 3. Second chance effort, and it's Davis laying it in.
And really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
Jackson against Harper. And Jordan has it in the corner. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now here's Jordan. 6 to shoot. Over Miller. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. Jackson against Jordan. Miller, that's for 2. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Harper's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Pass to Smits. Yes! And the foul. Dennis Rodman picks one up. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for. Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
Harper against Jackson. Outside Pippen. 51 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Longley passes to Pippen. Full time!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
It's Miller on the wing. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. Over Miller.
Putik turnover.
Hands of the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yeah, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The score knotted at 65. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Harper against Jackson. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the middle, here's Davis. Money!
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 8 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
From deep 3-point range. Oh, he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Chicago right now, Longley out there with Rodman. Then there's Harper. Then it's Kukoc. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. Back to Harper. Picked off in midair. To the inside. Smits, good. Smits has got the first basket here in overtime for the Pacers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Chicago calls timeout. Chicago trailing here. Here's Jordan. Yep, it counts. Jordan's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
And there's the pass to Davis. Out to Miller. Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Back to Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And here are the Bulls now. Jordan with it. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2. Kicks it to Davis. Passes to Miller. And shot on the way. Tries again. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside, Rodman. Back to Harper. Outside, Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Laces one from 3.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And it's Miller in the corner. Miller with another miss. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Rodman kicks to Kukoc. It's Jordan on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Scottie Pippen's checked in for the Bulls. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're trailing by 5. 32 seconds left in overtime. What's your take, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
But he recovers it. Here's Davis. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 7. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Chicago calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. 19 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
From deep rows, it's good from beyond the arc. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.